All right, next game we're going to look at, Rob, is Nottingham Forest. Oh, God. Nottingham Forest 0.
What's the biggest story? The biggest story was what happened after the game. Let's quickly go through the game because I thought that was important as well. I thought for 45 minutes of the game, Chelsea was sloppy, were careless, gave the ball away, and Nottingham Forest could have conservatively been 2-0 up at half-time.
Absolutely right.
Morgan Gibbs-White had 2 chances. Awani back into the team, missed one, and Elliot Anderson should have taken the shot when he comes back. Yeah. So those were the 4 really good opportunities. They didn't take any. Chelsea made subs at half-time, got better. Achampong scores the first goal. Bit of a goalkeeping mistake for me with the Neto free kick, and then Reece James scores from a set-piece. 3-0 scoreline. Ange in the middle of the pitch with like the iconic picture of him looking into the stands, clapping the fans, and most of the fans have left. And then within 15 minutes, 19 minutes of that,
the game finishing.
The game finished. We hear the news, and Rebecca jumps onto us, and we have to stop everywhere we're going on about the next game. That the sacking's been made. Yeah. The owner had left his seat apparently at 66 minutes or something, didn't he? Ange Postecoglou was told by an official of Nottingham Forest that he was no longer required and he was sacked and he had to leave the building.
Yeah, I mean, we can go back and the start of this and the Nuno nonsense that will continue to be my very strong thoughts on what's happening at Nottingham Forest. Whatever happened between the owner and Nuno and Edu who came in, that was not good. Not good for the team, not good for the fans, not good for the football club, because they had a perfect man in Nuno who did a remarkable job last year. And now it looks a mess and a shambles.
For non-footballing reasons, you tend to feel, don't you? Like, not usually if results aren't going, a manager gets sacked. Graham Potter and Postecoglou. It was nothing like that, was it?
Yeah, I know. And
avoidable.
Now, and then they hire a guy that's so different. And then not give them that much time, 8 games, to turn it around. I think the thought must have been from Marinakis, okay, let's play some entertaining football. Let's have a go a little bit. This guy's available. He just won the Europa League for Tottenham Hotspur. Let's bring him in. I want to see some entertainment. And I guess it's like, is this going to work? If it is, great. If not, I'll change it. And that's what's happened. I mean, Ange knew what he was signing for, which we said it like 40 days ago, whatever. It's only 39 days in charge. He knew what he was signing up for. And when those results start getting bad, the pressure starts coming on. He starts saying how great he is and how he's won trophies, etc. And it adds to the story, adds fuel to it. The whole situation, Rob, is combustible. 3-0 loss. We both said it, Rob, after the game. In those 19 minutes, we said he's going to go.
He's going to go.
And that was kind of quick.
Well, just a couple of things. Let's just go back a day before the game. He had a press conference that was very interesting. Kind of a little bit candid with how he came about things, but basically wanted to tell, depending what prism you look through, or you're looking at the weeds, or you're looking at what grows. It was like he planned this rant to come out, regardless of what the first question was. This was planned. It was a 15 or 20 minute one of them classic rants we'll hear and see bits of. Is there a sense, Rob, that he might have been told you got one game tomorrow? You might. This is it. It just, I don't know how it's all been pieced together. It doesn't feel.
And also people have said that there's a 2-week wait, like a break, the international break. It's often a time where you get somebody else in, get them settled into the football club, and then that's when I have to. So why wait those times just for one game? Maybe you're hoping it's going to start looking better, performance level. It wasn't a great performance, and I feel with Ange, it's all or nothing. He goes all out for something. They didn't take the chances. No. And then I think we both expected it to fall away a little bit in the second half, though I wasn't so sure on that, but it certainly did. So I don't know.
I just feel sorry, Robert. I was thinking about this, like, Nottingham Forest last season, at one point were looking like Champions League. There was a bit of disappointment they finished 7th. They get into Europa Conference League,
into the Europa,
which is they end up playing in Europe. It should be a season to kind of enjoy and travel like West Ham have done, and we've seen teams, make the most of that. Yet we're going from disaster to disappointment to like looking for a new manager, and to the new manager piece, Robert. I was kind of thinking about this as well. It's like they got to get this right, mate. Now they are in a relegation fight with a group of players who don't look quite sure what they're doing at the moment, and I kind of feel like it's a Cinderella situation, not fitting a slipper, but fitting a team. Somebody's got to fit this group and find a way of Nuno-esque I think.
Well, Sean Dyche has been talked about, Rob, Roberto Mancini, of course, a champion with Manchester City, has been talked, and also Sean Dyche. And you talking about getting the right guy to fit. Sean Dyche
is a better fit, isn't he?
I mean, he doesn't excite me that much, I guess, but he's available. He knows how to defend. They got some decent players for counter-attacking, though I feel like they miss Anthony Elanga a huge amount. He's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But they have got other players that can maybe do things, and I think they have a good chance of staying in the league with him. But I'd like to see somebody else a bit more progressive. I've heard shouts of Marco Silva's a big fan, or Marinakis really likes him. But you're really going to pull him out of Fulham? Is he going to go and work
I saw as well named Brendan Rodgers, I saw. Whether he'd leave Celtic again. I know obviously he left them months ago to Leicester.
But you're right. I mean, I've given Marinakis, and we know he's flamboyant and a little bit of a loose cannon at times, but he did a great job with this club.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of money, brought a lot of players in, stayed in the league, got into European football. But this is the first player. That bit craziness is hurting the team.
Yeah.
And this next one, mistake with Postecoglou. The next one's important, mate.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be looking over your shoulder, fighting that all season long. From where you've come from and being in the Europa League. It's crazy.
And I think there's an important piece as well with Nottingham Forest, and it is about the club. And it was funny, Rob, because I think during yesterday we unfortunately had to talk about some of the protocols and the Premier League and that. We weren't able to listen to the song that they sing before the game and all that. And it's a proper club that's united, isn't it? Mulligan and rolling in. And we weren't able to give as much of that to the viewers as we normally would have liked to. But one of the things that is so important with that club that Steve Cooper had, that Nuno had, is the unity. And I just think I heard on the radio, original thought, but that if Sean Dyche comes, he brings Ian Woan and Steve Stone.
Oh, yeah, good shot.
Two legends from Nottingham Forest who will
Forest,
absolutely bring people back on side and connect the football club again. And that could be also a little...
very good shout, yeah. Maybe Dyche isn't that appealing, but those two players, former players...
Cool. Legends
big connections. Yeah, very good players for them. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be long, mate. By the time we next sit down together.
This guy doesn't mess around, does he? Just quickly on Chelsea, just before we move on, Rob, because they got the 3 points. They're sitting, fifth in the table. It's not been great, but listen, they're in and around where they would like to be. 5 red cards in the last 6 games for player or manager over the last game. Any issues, or is that just one of the anomalies and it happens?
It might be, but it needs a conversation in the dressing room with the manager, all of them together. It absolutely needs that. I said the same thing for Arsenal when and I think it is just a situation. I think some of them are young players, inexperienced, immature.
The Gusto 2 challenge, yes.
Yeah, you win if games
you didn't need to do it. One's on the halfway line, one's in the opposition half.
But an experienced player isn't making that challenge. So there's a little bit that's going to come naturally with Chelsea. But I think it is a dressing room. Okay, guys, let's just.
This could hurt us.
This is going to hurt us. Let's cut this out and let's be a bit more smart and sensible about it. But it's a good point. But no, good win for them. Awful first half. They were sloppy as anything.
Second half better. Yeah. I like when he puts that Gay up top, Robin, and drops Pedro into a 10. They look so much better team. Pedro doesn't really want to play in that 9 position high up the pitch. He's a footballer, isn't he? He wants to get involved in the play, but. Not good numbers, and again showed the depth. It was without Caicedo didn't start, Enzo didn't start, Cole Palmer didn't start. You know what I mean? It shows that the squad's got a bit of depth.
Yeah.